Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, and a Dad, because I don't have Luke here today. He's missing. Um, oh, hey, where have you been?
Running from the dragon!
That's not a dragon, that's our 10-pound Yorkie.
No, that's a dragon! Get away from me, dragon!
Anyway, we've been playing Dungeon Roll lately, and so we're going to take a look at it now.
Okay, so this is Dungeon Roll, and basically what you get are, that was R. That did not come out right, but you get 7 white die, 7 black die, some loot tokens, some XP tokens, and this 10-sided die. You also get some hero cards, but we're not going to explain these today. But you can add them to make the game a little more complex. Okay. Now, technically what the game is you are explorers going into a dungeon. And you roll your white die to see your party. And the objective of the game is to get the most experience points. Now, how you get experience points is you go into the dungeon 3 times. So you start at level 1. I rolled my party, and it's a pretty decent party.
Now, you're doing a great job here, Luke, but I'm going to give one point of clarification to these people. You're going to do this whole process that he's showing you now 3 times. So you'll have 3 individual turns where you say, okay, I'm going to stop now. But he's going to show you what one of those 3 turns would be in a game.
Right. So I got a pretty decent party. Now, I roll 3 at the minimum. But
okay, he's saying he roll 3 bad guys at a minimum. Mm-hmm. Even though it's only level 1, we're still rolling 3 bad guys, right, Luke?
Right.
And then when would we roll more than 3 die?
We would roll more than 3 die when we go to level 4.
So you roll either 3 die or the level that you're doing. Correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to roll my bad guys here. Now, dragons, what they do is they lock up, and let's say I got 3 dragons. Now, that would mean I need to use 3 different kinds of people to destroy a dragon.
Basically, the dragon you make enough noise when you roll a dragon die that the dragon starts to pay attention to what's going on. And so if you roll 3 of them, then the dragon comes to go figure out where your party's at or what you're doing. So after 3 dragon die are locked in, the dragon comes and you have to fight him. And how did you fight him again, Luke?
You take 3 different explorers,
adventurers.
And technically that's how you take them out.
Yeah.
Now, next, technically these are color coordinated, which is really nice. Like gray takes out gray, but you can use a purple, or blue, I guess that's.
Yeah.
To take out blue, and so on.
Well, any color can take out any one single item. So a blue one could take out one single gray one, but the reason why the gray is more powerful is because let's say Luke had rolled. Let's say instead he had rolled 3 skeletons. Well, then 1 gray can take out all 3 of those skeletons. So the color coordination matters for taking out more than 1 of each kind. But in his original roll, he rolled a chest, a gray guy, and a dragon. So what are you going to do here, Luke?
I'm going to use the gray to destroy the skeleton. And then I'm going to use the thief to get a treasure chest, which technically lets you have one of these coins. And I think what this does it lets you have another mage.
Very cool. So he keeps his face down in front of him, so the other players don't know what kind of loot he got. There's also XP in there. There is extra robber tokens. There are extra scroll tokens. There's all kinds of different tokens in there. So you defeated level 1 now, and you end up with a token, but you took out some of your guys. So now you're down to this many players here. You have those 5, but you're at level 2. Are you going to keep going on, or are you going to do level 2?
Yes, I am going to keep going.
Okay, so now he rolls 3 die again.
And I got a potion, a chest, and a goblin. So I'm going to take the chest again and take another loot. Oh, this is an extra thief, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take out the goblin first, but I'm going to take the potion also.
Okay, now wait. That's going to give you only 2 scrolls left. You can use a scroll to take out a potion too.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to use the scroll.
And what's the potion do for you?
Yeah, the potion lets me take back one of my dead die. It sounds kind of evil in a way, but...
One of the die you used up gets to go back
Yeah.
to your party. Now, do you have to put it back on just whatever side it was?
No.
Or
You can choose any side. So I'm going to choose a champion, because...
Ooh, what are champions?
Champions, let's say I have 2 trolls, and then on the next turn I have 2 skulls, but I have 2 champions. I could use one of my champions to take out 2 skulls and one of my champions to take out 2 trolls. So
Yeah.
technically a wild card.
Champions are masters of everything, so they can take out as many of one type of die as there are rolled in any given turn. So if he rolls even 3 potions, or 3 chests, or 3 skeletons, anything he rolls, he can take out as many as there are with the champion. It's just, it's a wild card, everything power all in one. So now you're at level 3. Are you going to keep going? I think you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. So I'm rolling my 3.
Ooh.
And I kind of got lucky because I would not be able to take out, well, unless I rolled doubles.
But you still have this scroll here too, remember?
Yeah.
So here's where some strategy comes in. If you take out these 3, well, you can leave the potion if you want to, but if you take these 2 out, you're going to have just a scroll left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could use that to get the potion and get one person back, but I personally, if I were you, I would push my luck with this scroll and re-roll these 2 monsters and hope that you got doubles of something.
Okay.
But it's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, that's the other power of a scroll. A scroll can re-roll.
And you can re-roll your wizard too if you wanted to, if you want to try and get a champion
Yes.
or something. Ooh, okay. Well,
So I got
a thief for that, it
and a
doesn't really matter.
dragon.
Okay, so now you have 2 dragons in the chest you don't have to open, a potion you don't have to do anything with. So you still have 2 warriors, adventurers, and a scroll left. Now at this point you could use your scroll to take out your potion and get another adventurer, and that would put you in pretty good shape for
Right.
level 4. Or if you get that 3rd dragon, you're going to be in big trouble. So it's up to you what you want to do here.
I'm thinking that I might leave, but I'm not going to leave. I would never do this in a real game, but
You just want to fail, huh? 'Cause
it's fun to watch people fail.
Yeah, so let's see if you fail here. Okay, are you going to turn this into another warrior by taking this potion out? Or are you going to
Sure.
let it? Okay, so what do you want? Another champion?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
This is a little bit risky. I mean, like you can always use a champion to take out whatever, but if you get a dragon, you're going to need 3 different guys to take out the dragon. So that's something to think about too. But we'll see. So it's level 4. Now he has to roll 4 die. So good luck with these 4 black die here. Ooh.
And I got really lucky there.
Yeah, you did really well. Okay, so you have 2 treasures, a potion, and a goblin. So basically this thief here can take out both those chests if you want to. Is that what you're going to do?
Yes.
Because you're probably not going to continue on after this anyway, are
And
you?
this,
Or you know what? Remember what you drew earlier in your loot? You could use this to get both those chests open and leave this guy out.
oh yeah.
Why don't you do that?
Okay. Now this means that you have 2 XP and
The ring means that you don't have to face the dragon. Basically, it makes you invisible, kind of like the Hobbit. And the dragon is not something that you have to fight. So it lets you sneak past the dragon, basically. Well, this is crazy, because I think you're actually in pretty good shape to go on to level 5 if you wanted to try and do level 5. Why not, right?
yeah.
Level 5. I've never seen somebody make it past level 5. We'll see what happens here. Go for it, man. Ooh.
Oh.
Goblin.
Wow, I actually
Goblin.
got pretty fortunate though.
That's awesome.
So I can take these guys all out with my 2 champions. And I think it's about time to leave.
So he made it all the way to level 5 and successfully completed it. That means he would get one of these 5 XP tokens, and he'd have 5 points in the game at this point. And if I was playing against him, I would be in kind of rough shape right now. So let's real quick just see how far I would make it too. We'll just do real fast rolling here. Okay. I'm playing against Luke. I know that I need to get to level 5 or so He's got a big lead on me. Here's my party. Ooh, I rolled a lot of champions. That's kind of nice. And then a bunch of wizards and a thief. Okay, so I roll these 3. Cool. Immediately I'm going to do that. This dragon locks in. Level 2. Ooh, I get lucky again. Level 3. Oh, and did I roll that goblin last time too?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take him out with... let's take him out with this. Okay, so now I'm down to these 4 die. 2 dragons now. A goblin and a chest. I'll go ahead and do this. And I'm down to these 3 now. And I'm up to level 4. So I've got to roll 4 black die. Okay. 2 goblins, a dragon. Uh-oh. I summoned the dragon. And a purple. So I'm done. Like, I totally failed that time. Because the dragon's going to come and eat me. Because I don't have 3 different adventures to face him. So that's how you fail. And I would get not 3. Even though I defeated level 3, I would get no experience points because I'm dead in the dungeon somewhere. So that's a real good run through, Luke. Showed you there how to play the game. It's a lot of fun, but let's find exactly what we think about it now. Good job explaining that, Luke.
Thanks.
So I'm going to go ahead and go first. We're totally mashing this one up. I'll go first, and then Luke will go. Dungeon Roll, my thing on it is it's a fun game, but if you're looking for a game that's going to like simulate a dungeon crawl or doing some kind of dungeon exploration, it doesn't do that. It is a fun dice game. The theme doesn't matter. I mean, like, it works. It thematically works. You play it out in your head like, oh, I'm taking paladins in to do this. But it could have been, I have tanks to take out this. Or I have, whatever. I have, I have bartering skills to buy this. I mean, like, it could have been whatever. But the dice theme on it works fine. But it's not thematic. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter what theme you put on it. Although, that said, the theme does play out a little bit in that, hey, we're going into a dungeon and we're fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
But at any rate, I like it okay. It's a fun little game. It's cheap, and it's in a little tiny pouch. And it's something that you could just toss out on the table and just play, like, one round for 10 minutes. It's actually small enough in a box that you could keep it in a backpack or in your car. And when you're, like, waiting for a table at a restaurant or waiting for your food at a restaurant, you could toss it out and play it there. Or if you're, it's a good little, it's a filler game. I mean, it's every part of what a filler game is. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my overall thoughts on it. It's a good game, especially if you've got younger kids. It'd be easy for them to play. A 7.5 overall. I like it quite a bit.
Now for my thoughts. There isn't much to say about, like, components wise and
the dice are nice.
Art wise. Yeah, the dice are amazing. They're kind of chunky.
Not quite as big as King of Tokyo, but they're a
Yeah.
little oversized.
Yeah, and they're engraved. That's a definite thing. But I agree with my dad. Like, you can put any theme with it. I put video game theme with it.
Like, just think about a video game.
Yeah, levels.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Like, you made it through level 1, now level 2.
You know, they should make an app for that.
For this game?
And that actually goes for another thing. It's a pain in the butt to clean up.
Yeah. There's a lot of little bits in there. So, yeah.
Not so much setup because it's just sorting like a few chips.
Yeah, but if you're going to try and keep all the stuff separated and stuff, it would be really a pain to clean up.
Yeah. Also, I think I agree with you again. For a younger kid could learn this, like maybe a 6-year-old at the youngest.
Yeah. So do you suggest it?
Yeah, I suggest it.
For who?
Probably people who like dungeon crawl games, but they don't go too deep into those type things. I mean, like, not dungeon crawl.
See, I'm going to disagree. I don't think this is for people who want dungeon crawls. I think it's for people who like dice games. And just fun. And I think the dungeon crawl thing's there a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe if you do like dungeon crawls and dice games, you could say, I can get a little bit of that feel.
I mean, well, you didn't let me finish, really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say dungeon crawl dice games.
Oh, that's a very specific kind of game.
Yeah, I know, but...
Can you think of any other dungeon crawl dice games?
Yeah, good point. Dungeon crawl King of Tokyo.
So if you like dungeon crawl dice games, which this is the only one I can think of. So if you like dungeon roll, You're gonna like Dungeon Roll.
Okay, dice games.
If you like dice games, yeah. That's kind of what I was saying too.
Yeah, like monster dice games.
Yeah,
That's-
like if you like King of Tokyo, there's a good chance you'd like this one too.
Yeah. So people who like heavy games but not too heavy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, well, not really heavy but theme heavy. I mean,
If you like this kind of theme and then you want to have fun,
yeah.
cool. What number did you give it?
Well, it would have been an 8, but because of the chip thing and the putting away, it's going down to 7.5 because
Okay. So, okay, here's the. I feel like I was picking on you earlier. You know that I was just kind of teasing you a little bit, right?
What?
Like about the dungeon crawl dice games.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you. I'm sure people are gonna be like, "You forgot to think about this game. This is a dungeon crawling dice game," and I'm sure they're out there. But anyway, I was just picking on you a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's just having fun. Anyway, okay, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was saying
Oh,
that.
I was gonna tell you the $1 million question. Okay, here's the $1 million question. If you were gonna buy a game, and it was down to this game or King of Tokyo, which one would you buy?
This game.
Over King of Tokyo?
Yeah, because
Cool.
I kind of like the less complex. Like, this is perfect complexity for me.
I think I'd go King of Tokyo. I like King of Tokyo better a little bit, but that's cool. Different opinions for different people. They're similar though. I mean, as far as how much I like them, I think King of Tokyo edges it out. So, cool. Well, that's Dungeon Roll. What we think about it? Anything else?
Not really, but we agreed a lot.
We
I have
did,
to admit that.
but we did disagree on if it's better than King of Tokyo.
Yeah.
King of Tokyo, you are better than this game. Where are you, King of Tokyo?
Don't believe him.
King of Tokyo will destroy this game.
Hey!
Don't beat your games up. Sorry, kids. All right.
Dad. Sorry guys if you're trying to learn a lesson from this game in behavior. It is not a lesson in behavior.
Oh no! Anyway, King of Tokyo versus Dungeon Roll. We're dumb.
That should
Anyway,
be an episode.
all right. See you guys. Thanks for watching.